there. Congressman Adam Schiff is at the heart of the very real-world battle on the national stage. He's the ranking Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee. He joins us now. Congressman, thank you so much for being here for our first show.
Well, thank you. I'm hoping I'm not Darth Vader in this scenario.
Exactly. Well, let's talk for a moment about your New York Times op-ed, which just came out today. Let's put it up on your screen. And it says, Democrats don't take the bait on impeachment. What's your main point?
Well, my main point is, ironically, Donald Trump is out there talking about impeachment to his base and trying to suggest Democrats are not interested in governing. They're just interested in getting rid of me. That's a trap I think he would like Democrats to fall in. I tried an impeachment case in the Senate. I have some understanding of the very high bar to meet impeachment. And the investigation hasn't even finished. We don't know what Bob Mueller has to report yet. So I think we should let the investigations run their course. And Democrats would be wise to be campaigning on what they're going to do to deliver for their constituents on the economy and jobs, on health care and things that really affect their immediate lives.
So to local Democrats like Brad Sherman, Maxine Waters, and others who are pushing impeachment hard, you're saying stop it?
I'm saying that for us to be advocating for impeachment before we even know what the full body of evidence is, and I've seen more of it than most of my colleagues, let's wait. This is a serious undertaking, and I think if the case is there later, if the evidence comes back from Bob Mueller and it warrants that step, it will be harder, not easier, if we've given the impression to a large part of the country that this is the end we wanted all along.
You know, some folks have already started talking about impeachment when it comes to this Stormy Daniels thing and potential campaign finance allegations there. Rudy Giuliani this week confirmed that President Trump reimbursed Michael Cohen for the hush money payment to Stormy Daniels. What do you make of that, and what does that do to the case?
The reality is they can't get their story straight because they're focused on telling a story. The truth matters very little. And you know, either way there's serious consequences, but what I think they've realized post-Giuliani is if the president did pay back Michael Cohen, if he was part of this, then he's involved in the violation of campaign finance law potentially. So I think they're having some second thoughts about this new legal strategy.
So you are the ranking member on the House Intelligence Committee. If Democrats took over the House in November, you'd become the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee. Right now, the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee says there was no collusion and no obstruction. You say you've seen evidence of both of those. If you become chairman, you have subpoena power, you have the gavel. What does that mean? What does that look like?
Well, the first thing that we would do is we would release all the transcripts of the interviews that we've done so far. The Republicans committed to doing this, but I knew that they wouldn't fall through because those transcripts both reveal evidence of collusion and obstruction of justice, but they also reveal the degree to which Republican colleagues on the Intelligence Committee were never serious about the investigation, ignored plain evidence of collusion, wouldn't allow us to bring in key witnesses. So that's the first step, and after that I think we look at what has Bob Mueller done, what is the state of the investigation thus far, and what work remains to be done.
So for order that to happen, then Democrats need to take over. A lot of your colleagues feel that Nancy Pelosi is a political liability. Several of your colleagues have said they will not vote for her if the Democrats win the House. You have said that you would, that she should be Speaker, but why don't you think that she's a political liability?
Well, there's just an article in the Washington Post today about how the Republicans have tried to vilify Nancy Pelosi, and it largely hasn't worked. In fact, in the race in western Pennsylvania, they spent millions of dollars with anti-Nancy Pelosi ads, and it didn't work. They still lost in a district that Trump won by 20 points. So I think it's a losing strategy. What's more, I think she's the best strategist our party has and the best tactician. And dealing with this president, you want someone with that capability at the helm.
Okay. Well, we know how busy you are. You're here all the time, you're on TV all the time, and as we said, it is May the 4th, and who knew that you had a side job? We've uncovered our investigative team. Check that out right there. That is Congressman Luke Skywalker. What's that about?
Well, you know, I've been hiding out on this island for a long time, but I was discovered and I was drafted back into service.
Okay, and a lot of Republicans out there will think that you actually are Darth Vader.
Yes, I'm sure that's true. That is the world we live in.
Depends on what side you're on. Congressman, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it.